Hello there, Lee Chrisman. You are listening to programming provided by LeeChrismanRadio.com. Tonight, I am sincerely honored to present the true tale from one of our fellow noble earth living beings. Tonight, we are privileged, or I am privileged, to present the very intimate, the very real, brutally truthful expression of an experiencer in this, our contemporary dimension. Joseph has lived on the edge of poverty. He has lost the mother of his young son to ill endeavors of unlawful power brokers, lost his loving wife, his soul-to-soul escort on this his earth journey. He has witnessed the loss of life via the adventures of the satanic, loss of life due to corporate malignancy, has dealt with oppressive government agencies pressing him into unjust submission, has been a malicious corporate system which appears to have raped him for his very life, or certainly shucked the life, the breath of all he cherishes. Joseph is brave, in my estimation, beyond what most would endure or create. Joseph's brave and emotional testimony seeks out the truth of his personal journey into a dark, controlled, conflicted, and convoluted corporate bullshit society that puts profit above us, the living, breathing beings on this planet. Milt, my buddy Milt, the station manager, in his wisdom, has asked me that I temper this broadcast with a legal disclaimer, only to say that any and all that you hear has not been substantiated by me. I am not a reporter and have no obligation to verify the story that you are about to hear, albeit the truth as I hear it.
Hello, Joseph.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, man? Lee Chrisman calling, brother. How are you?
Finally, we got the connection here.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a connection it is.
Long time coming, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
Wow.
So what's going on? Yeah, definitely crazy.
Wow. An awful lot is going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Know. Yeah. You've been to the World for Harmony page recently, it sounds like?
I haven't been recently. I was a while back. Yeah.
Okay. No, the reason I asked is because I'm kicking it into high gear again. Told me she was doing well, getting better,
right,
eating solid food again. It took me 10 weeks plus to find her.
Yeah. After
they had basically kidnapped her from me and took her to another hospital without my knowledge or permission. I was her medical surrogate. We had a Florida designation of healthcare surrogate.
Right.
And it was signed. And when the hospital discovered that I had video and photographic evidence of the allergic reactions causing Harmony to become paralyzed and to have a stroke on video that I caught, they said, this guy's got incriminating evidence on video. Basically, they told me you're not allowed to take videos and photos here.
Right.
I told them those are for you to see doctors so you can discontinue that medication and help my wife. And they had security remove me from the grounds. The next day, somebody decided she needed a surgery while I wasn't there, of course.
Right.
As they've always done. And, I know now, what happened. That was a surgery they knew she probably wouldn't or couldn't survive.
Right.
She had just, been brought back in after being released too soon a week earlier for pneumonia that turned into severe dehydration from the combination of two medications that aren't even supposed to be mixed. It's called Levaquin and prednisone, an antibiotic and a steroid, both very deadly. Caused her tendons to become, not ruptured, but paralyzed. It paralyzed her. She couldn't move. She had to be lifted up and down and from her hospital bed, I was told, by some kind of a mechanical, device and placed in a chair to watch TV. But what happened was the CEO of the hospital, who reported to me directly that she was getting better, doing well, and very good care, always looking after her and all this excellent stuff. And when do you think you'll have that emergency guardianship in place so, you can come see her? because they're still refusing the medical surrogate document. I didn't know they were just buying time. I said I should have it by Thursday. That was on Tuesday morning. 8 hours later, she mysteriously dies.
Oh, that's sad, brother.
The following morning, thank you, I know, it's tragic. I'm trying to hold on.
Yeah, I gotcha.
She was really the love of my life. I mean, this is the girl. I'm 49. She was 33, and I waited my whole life for the right girl, and she was the one,
right,
as they say. And we have a 3-year-old child together, too. His name is Elijah. And what happened was the following morning, knowing I was going to be there on Friday, they hurried to get the Miami-Dade coroner's office to agree that this was an unclaimed body, that she had no loved ones, and that there would be no one who could take responsibility for any funeral arrangements, any kind of other care.
Man, that's shocking. That's shocking.
They went ahead and, yeah, I know it is. I know. And they went ahead, they tried to cremate her the next morning. I actually, by accident, found out what was happening because I got a nurse to slip up on the phone and admit something to me.
Right.
And it raised a red flag. So I called the coroner's office myself, and I discovered what was happening, and we rushed to Miami, me and my attorney. I mean, because of false and malicious complaints from a doctor back in February, the last day I saw my wife, I called Medicare to complain about what this doctor was doing to her. He calls DCF and says that I'm the reason she's in that condition and I should be blamed.
Right.
They come and investigate me, and while they're investigating me, they go ahead and give her an unnecessary surgery that basically kills her on February 12th or 13th. And they put her on a ventilator for something like 12 weeks. I don't know. That's 3 months, right?
Yeah.
I guess the whole thing was, we're going on 8 months now altogether. So, yeah, about for 3 months almost, she was on a ventilator on life support. They were refusing to let me see her. They wouldn't let me on the grounds of the hospital, or I would go to jail.
Right.
No one would help me. I finally became homeless from it all. And this lawyer basically found out about what was going on and rescued me.
Yeah,
literally. And now I'm living in Palm Beach, and I'm doing okay. I got an apartment. We're suing the hospital, of course. 300 hospitals. The Hospital Corporation of America. And these people, their profits are paramount. And when people go missing and are dying, a lot of family members don't ever figure this stuff out. But I had the advantage of being, there, knowing in advance what they were doing and witnessing it and getting suspicious and taking videos and photos. And then, of course, they got rid of me.
Right.
And then when I found her, they got rid of her because they said, we can't let him find her in her true condition. So what I'm about to tell you is really bad.
Yeah.
The CEO of the hospital lied to me completely. She wasn't in good shape at all. The girl had her teeth knocked out, a horrible black eye, her face all bruised up, bed sores an inch thick on her bottom, and her arms were like a twig. And I mean, her body was filled with fluids. They were totally abusing this poor girl. And I got to tell you, I know some things about this company.
Man, that sounds horrific, brother.
Yeah. So when my girl was found in that condition, I really didn't think that at first. I called the attorney and said, Guillermo, I said, you can stop all the paperwork. We don't have to get the emergency guardianship. He goes, why? What's wrong? I said, Harmony's dead. She didn't make it.
Right.
At any rate, this attorney is pursuing it because this CEO of the hospital stating he was one of the last few people to see her alive, that he visited her personally, and she was doing well. Well, really, sir, your testimony doesn't match up with the physical evidence, so he's pretty scared, too.
Right. That's crazy connection there.
It sure is. I mean, anything that could be crazier or wrong, more wrong in everything that's happened here, I couldn't think of it.
That is the
insanity. I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted.
No, I hear you. That's the insanity of how things are connected,
man.
Yeah.
So I'm still pretty stirred and shaken from.
As you should be, brother.
Shaken and stirred.
Shaken and stirred twice. Moreover, man. Hey,
sure.
just so the listeners can kind of plug in, what is the website that connects them to all of this?
Well, that's actually, it's a Facebook page right now.
Right.
It's Facebook.com, and it's /, /.
Yes.
And then it would just be one word, but it's not when you get to the site. World for Harmony, WORLD for Harmony, HARMONY.
Good, we got that covered, brother.
Yeah. Now, if you want to do an actual interview and get all this down in some other way or form or fashion or have some kind of a format, where you question me based on, your ideas that I've given you or whatever it is, however you want to put it together, that would be fine.
That's all good, man. I've been running on this. If I can cut from this, that'd be fantastic as well.
Well, it would be a start, but I can tell you that some of the more, let's say, shock value details,
yes,
were not really presented. I was kind of just giving you like a generalized update.
Yeah, which would work.
Not the whole story. I mean, if you really, if this went well and you wanted to have a more complete digest of it, that would be fine too.
Well, there you go. The thing is, Joseph is, if you listen, Joseph is telling you the truth. There is no bullshit here. This cat is straight up looking you in the eye, and he's telling you the truth. Just listen between the lines, and you get it. He's expressing something that, he's telling you a story that most normal Earth humans don't experience, and he's experienced it, and it's real. He's talked about his girl who basically corporate America took away. That's a real deal. That's a real deal. Now, here's a cat that people can look at and say, hey, you're just crazy, man. You're crazy. You're out there. No one deals with this. He's dealing with it. It's not bullshit. He's telling you the truth. This is his story. Joseph is an Earth warrior. He's sharing. He's letting you know how effed up the planet currently can be. And he's wishing and hoping and working for a better planet. Joseph needs your support. Listen and learn. The thing is, he is speaking his truth. I mean, the scarring that has been caused to him via the malicious world at large is obvious if you're listening. He's an Earth warrior, to say the least. My respect goes to Joseph, and I'm happy to present this case. We've been cut off by those who listen in power and don't want the story to continue. I continue with that call.
Hi, I don't know what happened.
That's okay, brother. It's cell phones and things. Sometimes I actually believe these things happen for malignant, malicious reasons.
I agree.
I'm a cynical bastard, but
I am too.
Yeah.
When it comes to people trying to prevent the truth and justice, I have never come so close to corruption as I am right now.
Yeah.
And I have an attorney who just is absolutely convinced this is the biggest case of his career.
Well, I can believe that, brother.
Yeah, I mean, really, our hospitals, I'm told, I've got evidence now that these hospitals out here, they commit murders all the time, but people don't find out about it.
Right.
It goes on more than we think it does.
Well,
every year.
Who would know, right?
Yeah.
You're being told.
Who would know? Sure, if they're always busy paying everybody off to keep quiet.
Yeah, you're being told a beautiful cover-up, man. It's like
Exactly.
an episode of Exodus.
We're not doing it, he says. He says, we're bringing this to justice. He doesn't care about the money, but he said he wants to, settle this case for one of the largest settlements that's ever been awarded because of my son, not because of me, for him.
Oh, no, yeah, and out of
he really cares
too, brother. I mean, the right thing should be done.
Yeah, I mean, we want to tell the world, and we're just, he told me go for it, but the shit you have up on Facebook. He looked at it. I already have the Associated Press interested in this thing.
Right.
I've got a guy at the Legal Affairs Division in Miami, Kurt Anderson, so...
That's cool, man. And again, if you would just give the Facebook URL so that anyone listening can hook up real quick.
Sure. It's just going to be facebook.com/World for Harmony. World for Harmony. WORLDFORHARMONY.
Fantastic.
Facebook.com World for Harmony.
Yeah, that way.
If you're already on Facebook, you can just go ahead and do a search for World for Harmony.
Yeah.
You don't have to type all that in.
That's cool, man, because all that...
And you don't have to be a member of Facebook to view that page. Anyone can do it.
Which is even better, you know what I mean? It's one of those things
right.
where people can just latch on and get the details that you're talking about.
Right. So I'm going to post the original narratives, the medical narratives that were up, as opposed to simply the updated what's going on now, so that the whole story is available for whoever wants to see it. Well, and I'll make sure it's perfectly obvious that that's what it is that they'll be looking for.
Well, my hat's off to you. You definitely are living on the edge with that, brother.
We prevailed all the way. They have not yet been able to stop us, and we have an enormous paper trail now.
The corruption runs deep, brother.
Big stuff going on.
Right.
Because we already have the evidence. I got a briefcase full of it right here. I'm just going to go ahead and start putting up the truth. Right. And the lawyer said, do it. He told me to do it. He said, that is what they did, isn't it? I said, yes, it is. He said, we have evidence, don't we? I said, yes, we do. He says, go ahead, put it up there.
Right.
So I'm doing it.
Well, now, didn't you also indicate you had that there was an abuse of a law of signing off guardianship?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I was the medical surrogate for my girl. We had a child together. She was abducted by a hospital who denied our medical surrogate document for no other reason than that they had to. They had to separate us. Right. They had to take away her voice because I was the only one who knew what was going on, who had video and photographic evidence, who was contacting Medicare, who was letting the State Department know, that this girl is not being cared for properly. She's a high-risk patient, and they've got a family doctor prescribing medications to her that shouldn't even be being mixed. I said, is he trying to kill the girl? And it's all on record, and my complaint against him is on record, and it predates the one that he made against me.
Right.
And the DCF workers he sent to my house, because they came basically in my house like stormtroopers, making all these wild accusations based on charges that I had in my past that were dismissed as invalid.
Right.
Stating them as if they were convictions on me.
I got it. That's terrible.
Yeah, I had the ambulance driver who took her to the hospital. I told him, do not take her back to that hospital. They're killing her there. He said, that's it. I'm out of here. You can't make accusations like that. He took her there anyway.
That's so beyond anything, man. I mean, what would even be the thing,
I know. Well, out here in Florida, it's such a corrupt state. I'm telling you, they have such horrible laws here.
Right.
And, I mean, it's just like a police state now. It's terrible.
But your point is it's beyond the laws. It's
it's beyond the laws. It's gotten down to, this hypocritical, corrupt judicial system trying to just push everybody around every which way they can for every dollar they can get. It's all about greed.
Yeah. Very malicious, no doubt, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Of course, I mean, it's not something it's nuts, man. It's nuts. No. To hear more from Joseph Manzaro and the tragic story of Harmony, tune us in at leechrismanradio.com. Yes, I am a stranger than the day is long myself, but I am happy to discuss any of these topics, so do give me a call, 928-275-2072. That's 928-275-2072. And, of course, you can listen to us at leechrismanradio.com. Thank you, Milt, for putting together the new website. Enjoy.
And you killed her. I'm saying, what are you talking about, Grandma? Hospital showed me what you did. I know what you've done. You killed her. She said, no, Grandma, I could never hurt Harmony. What are you talking about? She hung up on me, and I haven't talked to Grandma since. That's pretty sad, too.
Wow, what a place to live.
I'm being blamed for this girl's death, yeah.
What a place to leave all that.
Yeah, on my lap.
Wow.
The only one who really ever did love or care for her like I do.
Right.
It's okay. I don't care about that.
Well,
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Lee, God bless you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. I feel for your pain, brother.
Thank you for your time.
Welcome. I'll get back with you next week, man.
All right, terrific. I'll hear from you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, have a great weekend.